Aquarius, welcome to Straight Talking Tarot. Now I've got 6 cards on the table today, and I've got 3 from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle deck from Doreen Virtue, and I'm also using the Wandering Star Tarot. Okay, now I've got the Wandering Star at the foundation of the reading, and I've got the Healing Fairy Oracle cards as sort of extra messages. It could be clarifiers or also kind of cohesively bringing the message together. Okay, it all depends on how the cards are and what the themes are. So let's have a look, and let me just turn over the new one. Wow, beautiful. Okay, Aquarians, we love Aquarians. I'm an Aquarian. Yeah, you've got the card of strength, and I would say I could vouch for that. This is also, you're at a time right now requiring strength. Okay, you've had some vision about what you want. You've been working very hard towards what it is that you want, and it takes courage as well as stamina, okay, and belief in the self. Okay, so some of you have been maybe working on these elements to do with that, okay, and maybe even hugging your dragons as well. So maybe perhaps you're noticing where you've been a bit weak, where things need to be modified, and I feel that some of you are actually beginning to sort of sort of elevate yourself by taking that kind of action. Okay, so the card of strength. Let's have a look what else it says about you. I feel like some of you as well, you're definitely aiming for something that you want. Okay, you've been working towards some dream ideology. This is the card of strength, by the way. Did I show it already? I can't remember. Okay, and this is your card, second card, which I just turned over, which is the King of Pentacles. So definitely to do with a vision, to do with what you want, where it is that you want to go, and taking that stance of maturity. Okay, the King of Pentacles is very much about a person who has taken the time to cultivate on what it is that he needs or she needs to do. For some, I'm just picking up, this could be actually a male person coming into your life that's going to give you and offer you the stability. It could be your boss as well. It could be a father figure. It could be somebody, or you're creating a much more longevity type life that you are actually wanting to create. Okay, I do feel that in some way this is pertaining to building something in your life that is going to take you further. And I feel that with some of you as well, that not only is it going to require some strength, but you're also going to have the vision of where it is that you want to go, how you want to go about doing it, and what is important. These elements is also as well very much key questions to ask yourself with Venus retrograde. What is it that I want? What is it that I want to do? I do have an Instagram page. There is a link below as well, so if you actually go back, I do some reels quite frequently. Well, not regularly, but frequently enough in between these videos, which will also, I talk more astrologically about the themes as well. So sometimes it's nice to go into knowing the themes that are coming up, and then when I do the tarot and these readings here on YouTube, there are these energies that are existent within and for the readings. Okay, but I like to keep these readings within the time frame that is comfortable, should I say, with the time that people do have these days. Okay, goodness me, this is such an amazing reading, Aquarius. Okay, so far we've got the Strength card, all right, and we've got the King of Pentacles. So this is definitely building something that you've had an eye for and all that. And look at this. This is the Fool card. This is actually embarking on this journey, actually moving forward, taking a risk. Perhaps you'd even know something, but I think some of you are going to get an offer that's going to be quite substantial as well, right? And you're going to have to take that risk and assess things, of course, because risk doesn't mean you just dive blindly, although that is a form of a risk. But I feel like in some way this is now a chance for you to actually really take yourself to where you've wanted to go. I do feel that this is something you've been aiming for some time as well. Okay, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. Oh Lord, here, how wonderful. Okay, you've definitely been sort of sitting and waiting for things to happen, all right, and sort of having to be extremely patient, I would say. But here I've got the bottom of the deck, I've got the Two of Pentacles, I've got the Queen of Cups, and I've got the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so again, they're the kind of energy at the bottom of the deck I tend to look at. Okay, so this for sure tells me that there's been some kind of balancing, maybe having had to balance yourself, maybe taking some steps towards your health or towards your thinking, maybe your fitness regime or anything, but bringing harmony and balance into your life as well. I feel with some of you, you might even have 2 options that you have to choose from, possibly. All right, but what's important is you take on Aquarians, okay, as the Queen of Cups. She knows how to honor her heart, her intuition, her compassion, as well as her creative love for her life. Okay, it's really important that you now offer yourself people, folks in your relationships as well, but from a true sense of your heart. Okay, so it's not like thinking, what should I love, or who should I love, or how, you know, all the externals, like, you know, the superficial stuff, but what will my heart really want, or what brings my heart the joy that it really seeks. And I feel like a lot of you are definitely moving towards that, because look at this, as you know, we've got the Chariot here as well as with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands here reminds me of the Archer as well, you know, like aiming, especially her with that branch there and just aiming, you know. So this is about moving forward. I mean, next to the Chariot as well, good news, travel, good news, you know, aiming, you know, putting your thoughts out there, your projections out there, your desires out there, and see what you are going to pull in. Wow, okay, this is just quite incredible, Aquarians. But we haven't opened the fairy oracle cards, and let's see what that has to say. Okay, definitely, if something is actually going to sort of we've got here, you know, I've got these 3 cards. Wonderful. All right, they're all blue, so I reckon your throat chakra will be really beneficial to tune up, but we will see, because I will be pulling a chakra pebble out of the bag. But what I've got here is the card of laughter. Okay, so I would say here right now, okay, try not to take yourself too seriously. All right, maybe lighten up a bit. You know, maybe you've had to be very strong with everything going on, with all the challenges as well you've had, and a bit of laughter will actually really help the situation. Perhaps meet up with some friends and bring some joviality into your life. All right, and if something is kind of like tripping you up a bit, bring some laughter into it as well, because of course we are in Leo season, which is all about playfulness, innocence, and joy. All right, and maybe this is reminding you to have a bit of fun as well, and not to get all serious. The other card, you know, and we've got Venus retrograde, and I don't know if I mentioned that already, because I've been doing quite a few readings back to back. But here I have the card of beauty as well, and I feel that this card for you Aquarians is informing me to take time out as well, to not only to play but to beautify yourself. So perhaps put a face mask on or a hair mask on, you know, treat yourself to some spa treatment or some kind of massage therapy or some kind of Reiki or any kind of things that it can enhance your inner connection to your inner beauty as well. Okay, so it's not only physical beauty, but for your inner beauty, very important, because it's how you shine, how you come across, the beautification of yourself and your soul that is going to attract the right partnerships, the right man, as well as the right people for you to build your level of, the word prestige is coming, your status quo as well. Okay, so of course if you work in an office and all that kind of stuff, then it could be you being noticed by the superiors. For us, some of you, it could be also you getting the right loans or the right sort of connections, you know, but think people of authority. Okay, but that comes through when we actually interiorize are beautiful and secure in ourselves. But also what brings the beauty is a sense of laughter. Okay, I mean, you know, there's nothing worse than seeing people's faces when they've got such a deep frown. Okay, it's, you know, even if you have to sort of do some, you know, laughter yoga, or, you know, watch some comedy as well. Maybe you've gotten too used to seeing a genre of films. Maybe put some slapstick comedy, or go and see stand-up comedy. All right, do things that's going to bring laughter into your face, because I feel as well when things move forward, which is, I really feel for you Aquarians, I'll be, you know, please do comment and see if any of this resonates. But I have a feeling that you're going to be moving forward, and you're going to be getting some news to do with an increase in financial flow. So this is your third card as well. And I say this as well because I feel like if you look at all these tiny little people there, I feel that there is some people connections you've been already making, you know, maybe shining your light in the right direction of people, and you're now beginning to stand out. Okay, you're now beginning to shine, beginning to make the right connections and made an impression on people. All right, some of you, of course, maybe have been taking care of yourself by doing exercise and other forms of self-care that it's beginning to show, and that's also radiating your light. But whatever it is, I mean, with the food and the financial flow together, because these cards are together on my tarot mat here, I feel that there is some definite opportunity. Some of you will be getting a new opportunity that is going to make you move forward in life, okay, and sort of attract the abundance is what I'm about to say, and move forward, okay. Just see what the universe will bring, because like I said, at the bottom of this deck I've got the 8 of Wands. So this is something you've been really seeking and putting out there for some time. Now let me have a quick look at the bottom of the deck of the of the fairy cards here as well. I do have a few. So on the outer level, like I said, they're all blue, but on the bottom we've got some more interesting cards here. I really feel like some of you, you've got to be honest with yourselves. I'm just going to move this card so you don't see the side of my neck. Yeah, make sure that you really tap into the truth of the matter within yourself. Okay, that's where you find the strength. All right, we only weaken our strength when we're always looking outside of ourselves, and this is about having the courage and taking the courage to really what's that word I'm trying to think of? It'll come to me. To be self-reliant in a way, if you like, okay? That's where you get the confidence, all right, to confide in oneself as well, okay? You do that by also taking time out. This is quiet time, so some of you may be taking some time out, you know, so you can really hear yourself, going for walks, you know, and really allow yourself to sit quietly so you can actually really hear the truth of your life as well and what it is. And of course, next to that, interesting, I've got being close to nature. All right, so you will find your sort of sense of connection with yourself and the love for yourself. I've got here the romantic card right at the top of the bottom of the deck. So some of you will be definitely attracting a new romantic partner as well, and maybe you've been wishing for that, or maybe even contemplating on what kind of partnership you want, okay? Some of you as well, maybe you need to actually renegotiate some of your partnerships with your partner. Maybe you're in a marriage, maybe you're in a partnership, and you're now thinking clearly, what is it that I want? How is it I want things to grow? Okay, nature is always a fine example of recognizing that we're all different and we've all got different things to offer. And maybe you're now contemplating the truth of the matter for yourself, particularly in a case of relationships. So I do feel like some of you could definitely be elevating your relationship and certainly calling in a life partner as well. How amazing, Aquarians. All right, so let's move on to the chakra pebble here. Okay, you've got the throat chakra. Brilliant. Okay, I did say throat chakra because you had all the blues, so that's really great. I love it when it happens. But the throat chakra is also an opportunity for you to really manifest your truth, you know, to speak your truth, to create an understanding between the communication you have with people as well, okay? Also, it is maybe even about laughter and maybe enjoying yourself a bit more and being free in your expression, okay? Allowing that kind of inner child to also express itself. So here is the throat chakra, a really good, beautiful chakra. And I always find that this is, if you see the chakra here comes to its hand, so this is about expression of the self, and it comes through your voice, it comes through your artistic crafting, it could be through something you make, you build, maybe have a talent for a lot of visuals. Okay, I'm picking up for some of you, and you've really got a really good talent with some kind of maybe cartoons or some kind of creativity, all right? Something to do with images, okay, is what I'm getting here as well for some of you. And if that is the case for some of you, do follow that up. A very, very good thing for you to be doing. Some of you be really good consultants as well, okay, I'm getting as well, which is also using your voice. So again, do not be afraid to use your voice in a way that's really enhancing for your business as well, which is also going to bring the financial flow, okay? But it all comes from the throat chakra, is the expression of all these chakras that get expressed this way, okay? The sound for the throat chakra is E-H-A. You can do a few rounds of that, okay? And I will definitely be doing videos for that, and I'm going to, hopefully by the next video, I'll be saying there'll be a link below for that, and I'll probably chart all the colored ones individually so you can actually access that, and maybe even put them all together so you can actually do one whole one together as well. We'll see. I might even timestamp it so you can actually do the different sounds, do comment, you know, if there's any way that you feel that would be helpful regarding the chakras as well, you know, because it's all about time and also about being the intention and the most kind of most proactive act of doing something. Okay, when I say proactive, like, you know, when it's really efficient, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so the throat chakra is definitely one for you guys. All right, you know, so all these elements, financial flow, beauty and laughter, are related to your throat chakra, because of course your financial flow is your self-expression, laughter is, you know, comes to the voice, and beauty as well as your inner expression. Okay, so it can be physically manifested through your hands, how you do your hair, how you do your makeup, how you wear your clothes, you know, the choices that you make that are an expression of you. All right, but I think what it is now, I think you've really worked on yourselves, Aquas, and I know that for a fact. You know, and we've moved the nodes as well, so there'll be a different kind of energy for these self-expressions and the healing and the transformation you've done. So I'm using as a bonus card today as well the Oracle of the Roses deck. Beautiful deck, look how beautiful they are. Look at the color on those. Okay, so let's see what card this one wants to stuck out. Okay, wow, lordy lord, oh my goodness, the Lover card. Okay, Aquarians, now this is an opportunity for you to beautify yourself, to be a sensual lover. All right, to also maybe groom yourself in a way. This is, you know, they do say Venus retrograde, it's really nice to kind of re-groom yourself and stuff, but they also say do not do anything off the charts, you know. So for me to go blue and dye my hair blue now will be not the ideal scenario. All right, but maybe sort of playing with different hairstyles could be, because that's something I do, but I might do something different. You know, I've started actually wearing my hair with clips, you know, and sort of parting in the middle. I don't normally do that, but I've been beginning to do that. So again, noticing maybe how else you show up beautifying yourself. Okay, but this is so good with this Lover card. So, you know, like I said, some of you, I'd really be very surprised, or, you know, if you're not calling, seeking or meeting a life partner, or certainly a good partnership, and becoming that lover also for yourself. All right, so let's have a look. This is number 24. Okay, and it's called Bourbon Rose. I forgot to mention it. Okay, so these are these beautiful drawings of vintage roses, or drawings of, you know, the roses. Okay, now the oracle meaning for this is the deepening of feelings and attachments are indicated, as well as the opportunity for freedom and adventure. All right, to love is to become passionate about a person, goal or entity, and when emotions are raised to the level of love, we can sometimes lose ourselves in the process. Love is indicated, but be wary that obsessions do not come into play. Okay, and that's for sure. All right, keep humor so it's not becoming obsessive, so you don't become too kind of like over attached to things as well. Very important, particularly if you're actually in the dating scene as well. Keep your sense of humor, keep yourself poised, keep yourself very poised, and very clear as well. If you're clear with your values, you're only going to attract and be able to be discerning as to who you allow in, who you're going to spend time with, you know, what kind of partner you're going to call in, as well as, you know, that is really important. And if you get it wrong, just have a laugh at yourself. Okay, the Lover appreciates the beauty of life and of love. So again, this is very much confirmed by this card of beauty. They dedicate themselves to following their emotions and prioritizing their feelings with a verve for adventure and daring. Okay, and that is for sure the Fool card, which is what you've got. Maybe this is also about you stepping out of your comfort zone to meet people, to actually go out, start dating, as well as to actually allow somebody to come in and to be partnered up with you. Okay, so they dedicate themselves to following their emotions and priorities, their feelings, and a verve for adventure and daring. Often this gets them in trouble, but they usually bounce back. Again, so maybe, you know, you might find that you've tripped yourself up with the wrong person or whatever, but all I'm saying is be free, okay? You don't live life by being safe. You know, you live life by trusting your instincts, and sometimes our instincts will take up the wrong path because that's what we need to learn, and that's part and parcel of it. So your intuition's never wrong. It only guides us to where we need to go and with whom. All right, but I do feel that this card is encouraging us, and you know, to be the lover for ourselves. Now, what else? The meaning here is emotions, love, passion, self-esteem, and adventure. I mean, really, I could, you know, and this is about having courage and strength as well, together with the Four. You've got 2 major arcanas out of 3, and a strong court card as well. Okay, so this is a really strong message about being strong, being adventurous, having the courageousness in order for you to sort of build a life that you have actually been dreaming up and wanting. Now, as a question, it says here, what do you love about yourself and how can you express this? Okay, wow. So this is also this card. Okay, as well, I think as well, this laughter, you know, about bringing laughter. Maybe you can express it by enjoying yourself more, taking yourself out on dates, even a play date with yourself or a girlfriend. Okay, and maybe even choosing financial projects or, you know, towards things that are give you the stability and the financial kind of responsibility is very attractive. Okay, if you're somebody who's always not in credit, or in credit, you're racking up huge debt, that is not a very attractive thing to do. Okay, the attraction is when you allow the flow of truth within your financial dealings as well. The King of Pentacles here is a very balanced pentacle, and bringing that into your fore, and that is actually quite attractive, rather than being somebody who spends a lot of needless money on needless things. Okay, I don't think I need to say anything more about that, so I am going to leave it here, Aquarians. I really hope that you've got something out of this reading. Do go, do put your intentions out there, although it's a full moon. And it's a culmination. I feel like some of you are actually going to see the results of your efforts, certainly in the next week or two, and coming up to the end of August. But whoever's listening to this, whenever you see this message, I will probably give this title, not quite sure yet, but I will say go for it. And I'll just say go for it and be the best lover that you can for yourself. All right, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.